Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Muktanand Swamiji doesn't like any introduction about himself other than the fact that he is from Anand Ashram. Anand Ashram is an ashram in Kerala. I won't speak much about it. Swamiji being here, let him talk about the saints of Anand Ashram. All I can say is, since childhood, Anand Ashram is a place of love, bliss, and every leaf there sings Ram. I'll speak two sentences about Surma. Four friends started meeting for satsangs. We enjoyed our satsangs reading different masters. So we thought, why don't we extend this to our friends and family and more people? As Swamiji said, from me we were trying to expand to we. More and more people getting to know different masters, learning from different teachers. That's how Surma was started. Give the mic to Swamiji and
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Brothers and sisters, pranams to you all. As Anand mentioned, we come from Anand Ashram. It is situated in the North Kerala. The ashram was set up in 1931 by Parampuja Swami Ramdas, endearingly called away devotees as Papa, along with his foremost disciple Parampuja Mother Krishna Bhai, endearingly called away devotees as Mother. At the time of inauguration, on 15th May 1931, he made it clear that the ideal of the ashram is universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in everyone. What is common in all of us, the common denominator, has to be identified based upon which we love and serve. For that, he has placed before us a triune path. Remembering the great provider who has provided, who has been providing till this moment. By chanting any name and dedicating all our activities during our waking state, whatever we do, as an expression of our love, regard, worship to the great provider. And then trying to go with him to get stabilized in the awareness of the great provider in our hearts first, and then to see him in everything. So normally it is termed as Nam Seva Gyan. Papa was a householder. He was also an employee. He became an employer. He was subjected to go through a series of stressful periods, which was the instrumental cause for him to turn towards that unknown factor. Normally we call it as the spiritual path. And once he has the clarity of what is to be scaled, and once he was convinced of the methodology to be employed, he put in his entire, not only energy, attention, involvement, exclusively for that, and could reach the summit. Puja Mataji, she also was subjected to a severe shock of losing her husband when she was hardly 20 years. That shook her. And when he was craving for peace of mind, God willed that she got in touch with Papa and continued the same sadhana and reached the summit. Parapuja Papa dropped the body in 1963. Parapuja Mataji dropped the body in 1989. Muktanand Swamiji, who succeeded the founding masters, joined their Papa in 1949, serving for 14 years and served Puja Mataji for 40 years. And then he succeeded Puja Mataji. Because of his exemplary life, he was able to imbibe everything for which Papa Mataji stood for, so that every devotee felt the presence of them in him. Puja Swamiji dropped the body in 2008. The mainstay of the ashram is chanting God's name to remember Him of the first system. Any name of God is alright, but for the sake of uniformity, Om Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram was the mantra given to us. And that is the mainstay of this ashram. As soon as we enter into the ashram, this is what we hear. Later on, so many things will get opened up. And as we go deeper and deeper into it, we know how remembering the great provider through chanting his name with faith and devotion helps us to lead a purposeful, successful and blissful life. How does it enable us to bring in the spiritual dimension in all that we think, in all that we talk, in all that we do? How does spirituality help us to lead a harmonious family life, a conscientious and efficient professional life, and a responsive social life? As we go deeper and deeper into the philosophy of Papa, what stands out is that there is no divide between spiritual and worldly life. There is no two compartments. As an individual, we are there at the family life, at the professional life, at the social life. What is an individual is constituted of? Only an inner exploration. Only through an inner exploration the journey starts. As we keep on moving towards that, we will find that the same individual is there at the family level, at the professional level, at the social level. That is why he said in one of his famous quotations, spirituality that cannot be applied in actual life is no spirituality. Everything is based on the universal acceptance. Anything that is relative only addresses to a limited constituency of segment. But whereas everywhere we bring in this universal dimension which applies to everyone. That is how he slowly builds up that there is no divide between spiritual and worldly. During the next few moments, we will try to have a brief idea of how does this methodology help us. When we chant the name of the great provider, first of all we accept that there is a great provider, whom we normally name it as the Almighty Lord of the universe, or God, or Atman, or Paramatma. Before we embarked upon this spiritual journey, we were very clear that this spiritual dimension should be brought in right from the beginning. Because we are not what we assume ourselves to be. There is a power behind us. Beyond the exterior dynamics of the body, mind, intellect, there is an actuating, pulsating, enlivening, motivating power. Papa draws our attention to the simple act of breathing. How does the breathing take place? As an individual, we are not doing anything. How does the heart beat? 1 lakh times a day. How does the blood circulate? According to one doctor, 6 liters of blood travels through 1,20,000 kilometers in our body every day. How does the digestion take place? There are so many such things. He picks up a few. So there is a power other than the sense of individuality which we feel we are. Because we are not doing anything for this. And bereft of this power, we don't exist. But this is the first glimpse we have about the invisible power that is behind the projected sense of individuality. Later on in one of his letters, he said, life is the expression of Atma, though appearing as two, both are one. So normally we term it as life force. It is the life force that enables one to breathe, enables one to have the heart pulsating, enables one to have the blood circulation, enables one to have the digestion, and many other things. Later on, these are some of the proofs. When we close our eyes and try to find out, it becomes very clear to us that these are the vital aspects without which I as an individual don't exist. Another facet he tries to bring is awareness, consciousness, absolute. The one which is present during our 3 states, namely sleep, dream, and waking. The waking state individual cannot be in the deep sleep state, then he cannot sleep. The sense of individuality cannot be there in the dream state, because then he cannot dream. But at the same time, when I am back to my waking state, something in me makes me aware that I have slept, I have slept. I am projecting as a me factor. But at the same time, we become aware that we are aware of the me factor. There is a me and there is a witnessing me. To begin with, we can consider that these are the two facets of the great provider within us and outside us. There are so many things that are happening outside. The wind blows, the sun with all its luminosity blesses the whole world, charging us to become active. There are so many forces. Gravitational force, so many, which our material scientists have made known to us. Where does it originate? So there is a powerful God, the great provider is not an entity. It is the mysterious power. He puts it as the mysterious power that is within and without us. In order to move further, again in one of his famous quotations, he says, the world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offer us immense possibilities for self-improvement. Nay, the world itself is Guru or God. The world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offers immense possibilities for self-improvement. We just remember somebody sharing us an anecdote. He was taking the children to the nearest park, and he said he did not know what to tell them, what to put before them. So as soon as they reached the park, he told these small children, studying in 8th standard, 7th standard, you go and pick and choose anything that you like and tell me why you picked it up. After 5-10 minutes, the first boy came with a old leaf which got dropped from the tree. So he asked, what is this? The boy did not answer. Why have you got this old leaf? Then this school-going boy said, it is not old leaf. It was a tender leaf. It started growing, drawing the needed energy from the earth, the water, the sun, the air, and it started growing. When it reached its fullest state, it started giving to the plant, drawing all these energies to the plant. And once it was over, once its mission was over, it got dropped. Is it I have never learned? Such a big lesson is being taught to us through an old leaf. And he said, why did you pick that? He said, our life is also like this. It's not what he was stunned. He came to the ashram and was explaining to us this. We are born, we grow, drawing energy from different sources. And when we grow, we also get back. And at the end, we also get drunk. You see, one simple. Another boy came with a broken brick. You know the clay soil with a little bit of sand, when it is made to pass through a process, it becomes brick. In a park, for some ornamental purpose they used to keep. Somehow he got a piece. So he came. This person asked, "What is this?" A broken brick. But it is not a broken brick. Right? It was an ordinary innocent clay. But when it is made to pass through a process, it got strengthened and it has got the capacity to bear the load when we use it for water. Why did you pick it? The boy said, similarly, through observation, through studies, through education, through experiments, through trial and error, we try to unearth the hidden potentialities in us so that we can also bear the challenges that is to be faced in our life. Isn't it a stunning revelation? It has not struck to us. Later on when we read Papa's words, the world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offers immense possibilities for self-improvement. Nay, the word itself is Guru or God. So this is how he introduces spirituality in daily life. Normally when we get up early in the morning, we are a part of the family. Then we go to the field of profession, we become a professional being. When we are with our friends, we become a social being. So in these three types, what is it that makes us to move closer to Him? Why should I move closer to Him? That also may come in a sadhana's life. Because all of us want peace of mind. All of us would like to become complete. If we start observing right from our childhood days, what is the motivating factor that pushes from stage to stage is an urge to become complete. If this is also done, I become complete. If this is also done, I become complete. So if we can say that the procession from a sense of incompleteness to a sense of completeness. Every time we hit the target, we lose the sense of completeness. If I am a student, I would like 90 plus. If I get distinction, I become full. My whole energy is pulled into that. And I get it. Am I getting the fullness? For a fraction of a second I experience, and let's suppose I must get a seat for my college. I must get the same course. I struggle for it, I get it. Then I must have distinction. Must come out with the distinction. I poured my energy. 6 long years or 8 long years I poured. With all perseverance, patience, dedication, I get a distinction. Am I becoming full? For a second, yes, the moment I see the result, I become full. Next, I should get a placement. A good placement. And after getting the placement, I should settle down with the family. I should get a good partner in my life. Like that it goes on. From a sense of incompleteness to completeness. That is the one which takes us through family life, professional life, social life. So Papa brings that this can be made possible by bringing spirituality at every stage. This dedication, this one-pointedness, perseverance, patience, doing everything meticulously, according to his own words, never in a slipshod, irregular, half-heartedly. Whatever work we employ, we get into, we involve, should receive our whole soul focused attention. In order to successfully go through these three lives, what is more important is to know about the attributes of the great provider. So he says, when you chant, you should also bring in these factors in your mind. That God is love, God is truth, God is peace, God is bliss, God is creativity, God is intelligence. So when we say love, that is the first thing. Papa uses a lot of common for this word. L-O-V-E. Because that is something which we can easily understand. We love our with and in, we love some the objects which are endearing to us. There is an inexplicable relationship between us and that object. A pleasant relationship normally will develop as love. But slowly, it becomes an attachment. So Papa here says, love stands for absence of others. The other love is attachment. It is not love actually. Gandhiji used to make it as, it's a business. You love me, I love you. You don't love me, I don't love you. But actually love is absence of others. These are all inherent in us. There is a way that does not allow you to come out. Truth, that which stays forever, it doesn't change. I was a child, I became a youth, I became a middle-aged person, I am now a senior citizen. There is one thing that the sense of awareness is there, which is there throughout. Eternity, creativity, that is why it is called Sarva Shaktiman, embodiment of creativity. Everything that we see and that brings our comfort, it was a concept in somebody's mind. Every creature comfort, starting from the tree, the chair, the money, the specs, the dress, the brush, the paste, the soap, the water paste, the comfort, the language. Everything has come from intelligence and creativity. Intelligence, applied intelligence can be called as creativity. So everything is inside, everything is inside. If we become aware of these attributes, we will be able to smoothly, harmoniously handle the three tires of life given to us, namely family, profession, society. As we keep on traveling, Papa also says in one of his quotations, remember, nothing belongs to you, everything belongs to Him. You have come from Him, You are on the way to Him. It makes us think. Yes, when we come from the mother's womb, we don't bring anything. Whatever is needed for our basic existence, whatever that makes our life comfortable, both are given by that great provider through his two institutions called Mother Nature and society. Mother Nature provides the air to breathe, the water to drink, the earth to exist, the space to move about, the 98.4 degree temperature to keep us alive, the sun, the rains, the trees, the gases, metals, minerals, vitamins, everything is provided by Mother Nature. Whatever that makes my life comfortable through creature comforts, all inputs are provided by society. Prior to my coming, through his selected instruments, he gives this concept when there was no specs in the world. He gave the concept to somebody to bring out something like this. He would not have named it as specs. People must have poo-pooed him at that time. Every creature comfort just come from the great intelligence. And when it came out, nobody kept it for themselves. You and I are using it. You and I are trying it. So when I am made to know that I exist because of the factors other than me, how can I think about me to be alone? Should we not think to expand from me to be? Expansion. This is one of his choices to us. Expansion from the individual to the universal. Not because somebody told us that we know we owe everything to the factor other than the sense of individuality. So when I know that I am what I am because of the factors other than me, how do I go from me to be? Expansion. There comes, as we said earlier, harmonious family life, where we take care not only ourselves, but also take care of family members. This is the first field for us to expand. Then when we go to the field of profession, it is another field that has been given to us. We become loyal to the organization, friendly with our colleagues, committed to our customer or public, through bringing out excellence in whatever we are doing. If you are sitting under this building, under this light, if you are using the mind, it is because of the excellence. The person who has been out of his labor of love, when the concept became a reality, how does it become a reality? By bringing out the excellence. So in all fields, we try to bring out this excellence. And in the evening, when we are with our friends, we try to become sensitive to the demands and suffering of the people in and around us. So these are the three ways by which we try to expand from individual to universal, me to. Everything is nice to hear. But the moment we enter into when we have to deal with men and matters, we may not be able to hold on to it. So that is why he prescribes this Nama chanting. Nama chanting is a constant reminder. Whatever we have discussed so far, it is only the preparatory measures. So in order to enable me to move further on this expansion level, I need to be reminded constantly, because I carry a baggage where the me and mine is very, very dominant. So chanting of his name the great provider, chanting with the name of the great provider, keeps on reminding me of this expansion. Me to we, me to we, me to we. Individual to universal. Individual to universal. Every object that I see reminds me of this. But I should know, I should not treat it as an object. It's a gift given to me through His chosen instrument or instruments. The great provider given to me. I should handle it with all love. And slowly the theory comes. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. Later on we will upgrade to nobody is irrelevant, nobody is unimportant, nobody is insignificant. And we should start our discipline from the minutest. He said everything has to be handled with great care and love, animate or inanimate. We may fail, we may forget. This Nama constantly puts us on the way. And it should start from the minutest. So there is no compartment, separate compartment. Whether at home or in the field or with the friends, I should be able to bring in this dimension. And Nama chanting is a constant reminder. Need not necessarily be a vocal chanting. There are 3 types of chanting as prescribed: vocal, silent and mental. So ultimately, if we can graduate to mental chanting, the mental chanting stays with us throughout our waking state. It is a watchtower. Whenever I contract to myself, when I go off the track of expansion, it will remind, hey, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you talking? So this constant reminder for expansion comes from the remembrance of the great provider, which is facilitated through chanting. He defines seva, as we said earlier. Whenever we handle it, morning when we get up, we don't just get up and go from the bed. We reverently keep the bed sheet, the blankets, everything, pillow in a proper order. We just help us to have a good sleep. When I switch on, when I switch off, when I take the brush, when I apply the paste, there is a love behind it. It is helping me to cleanse my teeth. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant. Even a gem clip, when you need a gem clip, you need a gem clip. A stapler, has got its own use. Anything that we name it. So everything has to be handled with love, with care, with whole soul attention. This is called seva. Extension of the love dimension to not only animate, but also the inanimate. Whenever I fail or forget, Nama reminds me. When I do this, Papa again clarifies, when this Nama and the Seva is made to become a part of your life, it prepares us to take to the inward journey. Why inward journey? Because when I am reminded through the name, I should have a proper background. I am chanting the name of one who is making me to chant. I am chanting the name of one who has provided everything, who has been providing till this moment. Like that I should remember. So I should have a first glimpse and later on I should get stabilized in the truth. For that inward journey, jnana is recommended. And here also the Ramayans. Early morning, when our mind is fresh, we close our eyes, we chant. Initially vocal chanting. We try to hear our own chanting. By trying to hear our own chanting, we are disciplining the mind. We are arresting dissimilar thoughts, getting focused on a particular thought and chanting. Then only we will be able to hear. So the moment the mind goes out, we open, restart, open, restart, open, restart. By perseverance, by repeated performance. As in everything we have got the grip. Here also we have been promised we will be able to do that. Then we move to the silent chanting, where the sound will not come out, the lip and tongue will move, but we should chant, we should hear. The level of concentration goes up and down. Again, when the mind goes out, open, restart, open, restart, open, restart. When we successfully do this, finally we go to the mental chanting where the sound does not come out, lip and tongue does not move, but we chant, we hear. Perfection. After 1 or 2, the mind goes out, open, restart. When we keep on doing it, we have been promised that one day the awareness comes that chanting is going on. Chanting is being heard, chanting is being realized, chanting is being known. Who knows? Who realizes? So the awareness wells up. The moment the awareness wells up, chanting starts. Beyond that, nothing can be explained. In other words, the nama chanting helps us to go to the substratum from where everything starts. Initially, it might be for a trice, another thought may pull us out, but we have been promised that by systematic and regular nama chanting and the seva activities, his own words are this: outer activity should be compatible with inner aspiration. So when everything is in one line, first we have a glimpse of the great power, the great provider. And then we will gradually get stabilized. This he calls it as seva. So here also, nama. So for us, it is easy to understand. We need to be at the outer level. We need to live at the inner level for both the mainstays chanting. So there are 3, sorry, 7:30. So mainly speaking, the philosophy, the cream of this philosophy is expansion of individual to universal. There is no divide between spiritual and material life. Nothing is unimportant, nobody is unimportant. Nothing is irrelevant, nobody is irrelevant. Nothing is insignificant, nobody is insignificant. If with such an attitude we try to lead the 3 tires of life, we say that life is a fulfilled life. That is why he makes us aware that spirituality that cannot be applied in natural life is no spirituality. These are some of the thoughts which we wanted to share with you. Anything more?
We all heard Swamiji share the insights of Param Puja Papa Mataji, the whole philosophy of expanding from me to we at the outer level and going from within me to him. But yes, it's beautiful to hear, nice to hear, but we are all living our soul life, engaged in professional life, so we will be having questions. And if we want some clarification from our day-to-day life, that what is spoken, Can it be applied into my daily life? What are the problem, difficulties I might face or I'm already facing, because I'm sure many of us are already into some or the other path. As it says, many paths discover yours. So anything, any questions we have, it's an open house. You can place the question and let's see how Swamiji helps us to get better insight. Does that make sense? So the floor is open to you. So you repeat, bring the mics to you.
Bring the mics to your. Any questions?
Starting trouble? Is the question valid? That we are already following some path.
Don't force them to bring questions.
No such force, no such
You
force.
will touch them people. Because they are all already on the path.
We are already on
We are only presented because we are coming from Anandashram. In a forum like this, what the masters are inspired and you have to share with others, that's all. If any of the aspects which we have shared, if it wants more from our masters' life and teachings, we can share. We'll try. It's a character learning.
Namaste. My question is to the Ram Nam, or is it similar to a mantra chanting for meditation, or how is it to be seen?
Can you repeat it, please?
The Ram Nam chanting, is it like a mantra chanting for meditation, or is it something more or deeper?
Initially, yes. Mantra, when we take, we do not simply take it as some alphabets. It stands for the very great provider. It symbolically stands for the great provider. So we are trying to remember the great provider when we chant. It is not merely a chanting. At the same time, it helps us to become aware of the reality during our inward journey as well as our outer life activities. So this has to be made very clear to us. It is not merely Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. This Om, here the Ram stands for Atma Ram. According to him, the Om stands for the nameless, formless aspect. Sri stands for with name, with form aspect, and Ram stands for both and beyond both. So when we chant the name, he says the name and the Nama and Nami are one. The name stands for the great provider. So with the reverence only we chant, with faith only we chant, with the devotion only we chant. Okay? But at the same time, this chanting, as we explained, helps us to stretch the dimension, the God dimension, in outer life as well as our inward life.
You can just raise your hands and you will have the mic with you.
I have some hearing problems, so you hear to them.
Sometimes we see sometimes we see a lot of misery in the world. We see some people literally suffering, at least from outside it seems, for no reason. Or for example, let us say a 5-day-old child also sometimes the leaf breaks off. Now, as we say, the Almighty has provided everything, I'm sure equally to everybody. Why is it this unevenness in the distribution?
such questions definitely help us to go a little more into the science of life. Normally, in our material life, when the raw material is one and the process is one, the end product also become one. But here we find same parents, same process of reproduction, but children are different. So we now understand there could be one unknown factor also that decides. What could be that unknown factor? At the moment, we are unable to grasp it. So we go to the teachers, spiritual preceptors. They tell us that we have got this life because of our previous birth. So we can, in Sanskrit, when they compare them. That is the one which decides my percentile. And this character comes to me because of the tendencies which remains with me after fulfilling certain actions. Just like when you eat when you have this onion sambar, after you are washing, when you smell, you will get this vasana. Similarly, even after the activity, unknowingly or knowingly when we come to certain things, the effect of which leave, or they are the inputs for this paradigm. These are the truth given to us by Shastras. At the moment, we will agree with that. Now, looking at, so whatever sufferings, whether the child, newborn child, to us, it has not committed any crime. So it has brought something with us. So looking at the child, we don't blame a child. But at the same time, I feel an opportunity is given for me to expand from me to be there. So the sufferings that we see in the world, the inequalities that we see in the world, as a spiritual aspirant, we take it as an opportunity given to us to identify, to expand ourselves. Just for argument's sake, somebody comes at you to a doorstep and says that he has not had his food for 2 days. He looks totally emaciated. Naturally, the urge comes to you to rush up to the kitchen, bring something, and give him. When he eats a couple of parcel of food, with all reverence and gratitude, he looks at you, which you will never forget. Somebody watches this and tells you how compassionate you are. You did not learn compassion to practice this. It was inherent in you. But as a spiritual aspirant, he will take it. He could have chosen somebody else, So the unknown power directed him to my house. So the field has not been created by me. An apparent a situation where the inequality is explicit. It has come to me so that I try to extend myself. So as a spiritual aspirant, whenever we see any inequality or suffering, now for example, there was floods in Kerala. What a tremendous humane activities it could trigger. When a tsunami happens, then there is no distinction between man to man. In order, that field is not created by us. So we try to rationalize and find that this is concomitant. Never was there in its creation where everything is the same. If everything is the same, there won't be any initiative from us. So when we see a suffering, whether of a child or of a grown-up or a man who is leading a righteous life, a simple man, a humble man, a noble man, he has also to go through certain ordeals at the physical level. Then we find, oh, this could be that, this could be that. So how am I to get over it? Then again the spiritual preceptor tells us, what you decide now is the seed, Swamiji Chinnan used to say that we are giving the blueprint of our next work to the Creator, of our preferences, priorities, our rights and wrongs, our likes and dislikes, our cravings, our infatuations. With this we give. Suppose we try to expand, the me and mine become reduced. That is a stage where the final summit of becoming the soul, the drop becoming one with the ocean, that will happen. This is what we have been told. As spiritual aspirants, we have our faith. We should have our faith in the words of these masters and try to put us under process. Everything has been rationally proved, logically proved.
But this Supreme Soul has created you this material world. Why there is a saying that when you are in this materialistic world, through spirituality, you will be reaching the ultimate goal. When you are already existing in this materialistic world, and everything created in this materialistic world is created by the Supreme Soul again, then that's why the saying again comes. There should be a path only through the spirituality can reach the ultimate goal. Why you are not able to enjoy the materialistic world when you are existing on this planet?
It's a valid question. There is no compulsion on our part to choose the name, label, spiritual path. We carry on with the life that has been given to us, what we have defined. But a stage comes when there is dissatisfaction, discontentment, frustration, disappointment. At that time only we try to remember. So until then, that means that if I am not hungry, I will not feel like taking the food. If I am not thirsty, I will not feel like taking the drink. So long as the material finds satisfy my body, I will not bother about it. But later on when I get a kick or not, I start realizing. In this connection, one more attempt can be thought of. There are two sciences. One is spiritual science, the other is material science. Both are needed, equally needed for a man's existence. The one, material science, assures us, guarantees us to improve our standard of living. But I should be there now. Spiritual life enables me to improve my standard of life. Unless we harmoniously blend these two, we will not be able to have an abiding happiness. Transient happiness we will definitely have. But if we are aiming at an abiding happiness, there should be a harmonious blend of both these sciences. Because I should be there first, to enjoy, to aid, to gain. I should be there first. And for this I thought, I am this body, mind, intellect complex. With that I start doing it. But a stage comes when I get frustrated. I get disappointed. Even after scaling the targets, hitting the targets, I still feel there is an incompleteness in me. So only then this will become relevant. So whether we should think about it or not, it is purely personal one. But this is a truth. Whether I know it or not, whether I recognize it or not, whether I appreciate it or not, that is the truth. So spiritual master, there are two scientists, material scientists and spiritual scientists. Spiritual preceptors are the spiritual scientists. Our scientists are called the material scientists. Both have got relevance. But if we ignore one, we won't be able to lead a peaceful and blissful and successful life. But the urge should come from within. Nobody can force it from outside. Later on we will find that it is He alone who makes us. So they put it as the play of life. They make us to, when a script is written, I go to the stage and play. Not knowing that I am a player, I identify totally with the play. I forget that I have come from the green room. There is a director who directs me to do that. So when I am allowed to identify totally with the role given to me, I will not bother about the other one. I cry, I weep, I lose, I gain, everything will be there. But the moment I go back, then only I realize that it is a play given to me by the director. So this material and the spiritual life, when I come to the stage as an individual, Papa used to say, behold divinity in every aspect of this worldly life. Worldly is He who is behind in all creatures and beings. Whether we should go back to the green room, He has given us a freedom. Either you become one with the role and go through it till you are awakened, or you get awakened and play your role beautifully.
Assuming the questions are dried up, I'll come forward in front of you. Thank you, Swamiji. It's been an honor to be here in this August company. And on behalf of all of us who are here this evening, on a Friday evening, leaving everything behind to be amongst us, amongst the four from Solmar who have organized this. And we were lucky to have Swamiji in city a couple of days, and he could take out his time to be amongst us. So this whole arrangement appears very divine. And for that, I would like to first thank Swamiji on behalf of Solmar, on behalf of all of us who are here, who are going to take away a lot from this session. And once again, thanks to all of you who made it possible for Swamiji to deliver what he had delivered. Otherwise, any deliverance in person would never be like the way it was or it is in a group like this. Thank you, Swamiji, for rekindling that lamp amongst all of us to express the benevolence through Nama chanting, and also to do seva outward and take on the material world without neglecting spiritual aspect of life. Sincerely thank once again Swamiji to be amongst us, and I request Anand's mother is amongst us. We are glad to have auntie here. Request auntie to come up and hand over a small token of remembrance to Swamiji to carry back to Anand Ashram.
Thank God for awakening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
It's our honor, and just to again put back a small thought into people's mind. The last parting thought is somewhere Swamiji did mention that life is an expression of Atma. On the same lines, words are definitely expressions of thoughts. and want to share how this whole thing had started with Solmar a couple of maybe a year plus back. And while we've not been having the sessions at promised almost every month, but a lot of work has been going on in the background, despite all four of us doing different kind of jobs and continuing to lead this material life for ourselves, to put things together and do our best to get our family and friends of family and families of friends to get together and do this and make it possible. And want to once again mention that this is just an initiative, a non-commercial, non-binding initiative by a few friends having done, and we look forward to your attendance every time we organize this. We'll send out messages like this. But the weekend, while might have actually made you very tired bodily, but a session like this can really re-energize and charge you up for the weekend to make it even better and get you ready again for a Monday morning. Thank you once again. Thank you, Swamiji, for being amongst us.
Please join me. Om Shri Ram, Jai